And good morning, country mouse walkers. This morning I'm on the side of the Bellwater drain in the Lincolnshire Fens. It's a 5-mile drain that runs from Thorpe culvert up to Hobhole drain, and it's part of the relief system for the river steeping. So we've had a little bit of snow over the last day or so as we've been hit by Storm Darcy, which has brought winds from the east, which is the only time really that this part of Lincolnshire will get any snow. And still a little bit windy. I hope my voice isn't too muffled. I've had to hide my mic. You can see the water draining there off the fields, and I'm not sure how long the battery will last outside. I've got it on a battery pack, my camera, but they don't like really cold temperatures. It's 0 degrees centigrade, which is 32 Fahrenheit. And our starting point, for those who want, a 3-word starting point, which is what 3 words are: alright.marmalade.table. So I'll put that in the description as well. You can see some ducks down there on the river. So just going to take just a short walk round, follow the field line round. So we've got a little bit of sun today, and a few more snow showers forecast, but I came out yesterday, but the wind was just so strong I had to go out a couple of times and do a couple of short walks rather than one long one, because it was bitter. So hopefully we'll go a bit further today. So the area I'm walking today, I think, if I remember right, was partly my first ever walk in the summer. Well, spring, summer of last year. And I'd like to thank all of you that have commented and subscribed and started following me. You have to excuse my sniffles, oops. But it does make your nose run coming out into the cold like this. So if you've seen some of my other, I think it's one of my latest ones, I mentioned about the post-war farm buildings they built in the 20s, at the end of the First World War, sort of 1918, 20s, and I said that they were built for the soldiers coming back, small holdings. So they gave them a shed, like that one. They gave them a building like one of those white houses over there, and they gave them a plot of land which is about what you can see. So the boundaries will sort of be the houses that you can see. There's another one over in the distance, and where that green finishes. And obviously as they got more and more towards modern day, and the small holdings, the land was taken and rented out to big farming conglomerates, the houses were sold off, and the farmyards have sort of gone to ruin. So and this would be another farmyard. To a house which would be attached to the other house. So there's almost two houses joined together. So we'll make our way up onto the road. Which is clear as snow now. Whether it's a bit slippy, I don't know. So you can hear the water running, land draining. So we've not had a few snowstorms come through and go. I think inland towards the Wolds, I don't know whether you can see clearly, but you can see the top of the Wolds is all white in the distance there, and some of the roads are still blocked according to the news this morning. But when you've got strong winds, because it's so open and sparse here, it doesn't tend to settle. Oh, hello. So you've got a gorgeous horse there looking at us. So So as I say, because it's so open, it blows it and doesn't tend to settle. Keeps the roads fairly clear. Maybe get a bit stuck in the troughs on the fields. It isn't till it hits the towns further inland. Occasionally we get it really bad. A couple of years ago we had beast from the east, which was a week of snow where we couldn't move in this area. So, because at the minute we're still in lockdown. It's just heading into the second week of February. Having to think though, it's a bit, you tend to lose track of time and date when you can't go anywhere or do anything. So they're asking you to not drive anywhere. So the easiest thing is to walk out into the field. And luckily I'm close enough to here. Walk out and find a space to walk in. So if we gently pan round, this house you can see was again one of those original 1920s, 1820s, 19 houses after the war, and some of this land here would have been all part of it. I can't remember exactly how many acres they did have connected to it, but it was a few acres, and at the time it was a home and an income and a starting point for when they'd returned from the war. You see, prior to the snow, we've had quite a lot of rain and floods in the fields, and that's all now frozen solid. So hopefully the wind isn't making too much of an issue, and you can actually hear me because I've tucked my mic away so it's safe. Oh, I just put my glove on because it's a bit cold now. Trouble is I need my fingers to access. And see how we're doing film wise. So when I did this walk early summer, spring, I actually went the other way round. And I started, excuse me, I'll try and pan a bit slower for anyone who's on a treadmill. I started and walked down past those houses over there. This time I thought I'd go the other way round. Because when I came up the other week and walked this way for a change, I discovered a few things I hadn't seen before. Some beautiful wild skies out there at the minute. So See the snow settled on the fields there. As I said, mentioned treadmills. For those of you who are on a treadmill, once again, Lincolnshire Fens. So it's basically flat everywhere. It's great for your treadmill walking though. I'm just going to pan round slowly, and you can see the drain water flowing. Now they can block those off in the summer if they need to irrigate the fields, but at this time of year they're just looking for all the water to drain off the land as much as possible. They do something called gripping, where they run a drainage system under the field and into the drains. You can hear the water running there. I don't know whether you can see it. And they're gripping channels, and that takes the water as it soaks into the ground, into the dikes, which then run it through to the drains, like the big one we started off at, and then that can be taken out to sea via the rivers. Look at this dormant state this time of year. Everything feels it's just waiting for spring. Days are just starting to lengthen. You're starting to see snowdrops, and birds are getting paired up, looking for homes and nesting sites. It's so fresh out here, it's gorgeous. Some more frozen flooding. I love the way they've got these boulders as the wall, and if you look just beyond it, fantastic giraffe. It's on private property, but I just think it's amazing. All made out of metal. Brilliant. It's amazing what you see when you walk the opposite way round. Morning. Nice little cabin there. Oops. And slippy underfoot. See the squirrels playing on the trees. I think I'm going to move back onto the grass because it's a bit slippy underfoot. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know I'm prone to falling over at times. As the sun comes out a bit more, hopefully it'll soon clear everything. Don't know whether you can see, but there's a farmer out in his field. Over there they regularly go out, walk fields, walk crops in the summer. Go out, it could be an agronomist taking soil samples, checking for signs of problems with the crops. My father-in-law was a farm manager and must have walked thousands of miles in his lifetime doing the same sort of thing. Well everyone, I want to thank you for walking with me. I'm going to head back up this way and make my way back to a warm hot chocolate, I think. So please like, please subscribe, please comment, and hopefully you're all going to stay safe. And I will see you very shortly on another walk. So keep safe, take care. I'll see you again soon for another walk. Bye.